They told you the Blair Witch was an old woman, a crone, a curse, something you could explain away with folklore. But the people who lived in Burkittsville, they weren't afraid of magic. They were afraid of something that hunted the woods long before anyone called it a witch. And the legend, you know, that wasn't the truth. It was a cover story. Locals didn't call it a witch. They called it the thing that takes. Hunters refused to enter certain parts of the Black Hills forest. Dogs wouldn't cross invisible boundaries. Church records mention unexplainable absences as early as the 1700s. And every time a body was found, it was arranged, facing a corner, limbs positioned, eyes removed. Not rage, ritual. In 1785, the town blamed a woman named Ellie Kedward. They said she practiced witchcraft, that she cursed children, that she was banished into the woods. But here's what history doesn't like to mention. Ellie Kedward's execution didn't stop the deaths. They accelerated. Children vanished faster. Adults began disappearing too. Entire search parties were lost. So the town needed something stronger than truth. They needed a monster people could accept.
Oh God, what is this? We shouldn't be here.
A witch explains fear. A witch makes chaos personal. A witch lets you blame one thing instead of admitting the forest itself was infected. Because whatever was out there didn't age, didn't speak, didn't kill randomly. It selected, and it preferred children. Modern researchers uncovered journals never shown in the film. They describe something else entirely. Not spells, not curses, but offerings. Children were taken as part of a repeating cycle. Disappearances followed lunar patterns. Bodies, when found, were positioned as if to contain something, not honor it. One journal entry ends with, "If we stop feeding it, it will come to the town."
Always close to the full moon. And then this.
The Blair Witch film crew wasn't the first group to vanish. They were just the first recorded. Maps looping back on themselves, sounds mimicking voices, time distortion. Those aren't hauntings. They're territorial defenses. Animals do it. So do things that don't want to be found.
This trail keeps looping. Zeke?
Every known disappearance involved a child. The stick figures? They weren't threats. They were warnings. Symbols locals used to mark places where offerings had already been made. Meaning if you saw them, you were somewhere you weren't supposed to be. A witch can be burned. A curse can be lifted. A legend can fade. But an unknown presence that demands children? That destroys towns? So the story was rewritten. The truth buried under folklore. The forest left untouched. And the killings? They slowed. Not because it left, but because it was being fed less often. To this day, certain areas of Black Hills Forest are restricted. No reason given, no signage, just missing GPS signals and unexplained closures. Locals still teach their kids one rule. If you hear someone calling your name in the woods,
don't answer. Because witches don't do that. Hunters do.
The Blair Witch wasn't a witch. She was a lie. A story created to hide something that couldn't be stopped, only managed. And the forest? It's still hungry.
Stop! Leave me alone.
Jason, this way.